Hey YouTubers, this is Y2K Jericho, coming with a video and a bit of a twist this time. I normally do a bit of techno videos, but this is kind of off tangent, and this is regarding the subject of KP, aka Keratosis Pilaris. I bet some of you by now, if you're watching this video, you probably have been diagnosed with KP, and by your physicians or dermatologists, and struggling with KP. I only found out that I had KP about 3-4 years ago when I was in university in Canada, which I'm still at Canada at the moment. And because of the dry winter here, my KP, which I never knew I had when I was back home in Singapore, because it was really nice and hot, I actually had KP, and it just showed up. One day it just showed up, and I thought my bed had bugs, or I had some kind of allergic reaction, so I kept taking antihistamines to try and control it, but it wasn't really getting anywhere. So about a week ago, my KP came back again, and today's the 20th of December, just about 3 days after Christmas, and I'm glad that just nice, 2 days before Christmas Eve, I was a lot more, how should I say it? Sorry, I'm a lot more feeling better now, because I had a bit of cold and everything, but the KP at the same time recovered too. So I hope that this video will really help you guys, but let's get down to it. So, alright, the first things we should know about KP is what am I supposed to do in terms of KP. The first thing you need to do is to diagnose how bad your KP is. Is your skin inflamed? Is it red and it's to the point that you can see the little bubbles in them? I had them around this area, my upper arms, both sides, here, beneath, and also here too, not to the armpit, but before the armpit, and I had some on my upper thighs as well, left and right. So basically what you might want to think about dealing with is first diagnose the level of how bad your KP is. Is it mild? Is it moderate? Or is it very severe? Now in severe cases, with some physicians and dermatologists, they might issue you Hydrin. Hydrin's for moderate to severe dry skin. It has 12% ammonium lactate lotion. It says here it helps heal rough, scaly, dry skin and associated itching. Basically, it's an AHA lotion. Here, just to let you guys take a look. You might be able to pick it up off Walmart or your local drugstore or pharmacy without a prescription, because there's no need for this. But be careful when you use this, because it says here, caution, do not use an abraded or inflamed skin. If irritation develops, discontinue use. And it contains neutralized lactic acid, and I have used AHA before, Hydrin. It's really strong. If your skin is inflamed and irritated during your treatment of your KP, it's best not to use this, especially after you shower, because most of the time people always say exfoliate your skin. Correct, you can exfoliate your skin, but if you exfoliate too hard, you can end up with your skin with the little bubbles and having a little bit of pus, transparent fluid coming up. So if you put this on right after you shower, you will be stinging yourself. You would cause a lot of pain to yourself. So the main thing for us is, what I've done is, the first 5 days when I had my KP, I thought I'll just use this straight away, use it to hammer the most strongest substance. Bad idea. It actually got worse. And the only thing about using this is only if your condition's moderate, in the middle, And I didn't really do much of exfoliating, because you have your exfoliating gloves. So these come in pairs. You can buy them at your local grocery shop, Walmart. And thing with this is it's good for exfoliating, but it's still very rough too, so it can cause your skin to break. And if you put AHA solution Hydrin on it, it will sting, it will hurt. So when you use exfoliating methods to clean your KP, do not use Hydrin, because it's too strong, unless your skin's not inflamed or broken, then you can use it. But if you already exfoliated, do not use this because it burns. And what I basically did is I used Cetaphil. First things first is use Cetaphil after you shower. Now the good thing about this one is it's a moisturizing lotion. Okay, take a look there. And it's non-comedogenic and it's fragrance free because for most people with KP, the first thing is to isolate not using anything with fragrances. Use anything that has non-fragrance. It's good for your skin. Until you're better, do a little test in a small area of skin with something that you like to use, a fragrance soap or something. Then yes, yeah, absolutely, go right ahead and use it. But for the time being, when you finish your showering, and use Cetaphil to hydrate your skin. And this is during the period of time when your KP is at its worst, meaning that it's all puffed up, you know, like, and you can see little round spherical bubbles on top of your skin. And until your skin is better, then you can think about using something with fragrant or using another moisturizer. But at this time, I use this after my shower. And one thing about showering, do not use really hot water to shower, because when you do that, you feel that you want to scratch your KP to death, and it is so itchy that I wish I could like scratch in the shower forever. But I was very tempted to turn my shower to the hottest setting because I thought the heat would help it, but no, it just made it worse. So try to only shower or bathe with lukewarm water, and when you finish bathing with lukewarm water, use cold water to cool yourself off. Alright, so basically use this after you shower. And what I didn't use was this. That really helped me a lot. Okay, take note of this. This is Uromol, and it's Uromol 20, and it has 20% of urea to temporarily relieve minor skin irritation and soothe dry, itchy skin. It's fragrance free, non-greasy, and it's fast absorbing therapeutic cream, and it helps to replenish your skin. There's Urea 10 also, but if your KP is more intense and severe, use Urea 20. But if yours is around the mild to moderate, you can use Urea 10. These do not require prescription. You can pick them at your local Walmart, drugstore, and all you gotta do is to apply about like this much. I'll just demonstrate, yeah? Alright. First things first, do it like this because, well, it's a very small bit of bottle, so you don't want to be like smearing in your hands. So use it on one finger for this much, and then you find a spot that you have been effective at KP. Go in a circular motion, rub it in, like that. Okay, until it forms a very white layer. Lather it well in, and then spread it out, and try to be more generous with it. It's not too expensive. It's actually cheaper than the like hydrant. I got this about like $9. I mean, I don't know if it's really cheap or not, but I bought another backup one because I was wanted to make sure I get this healed up. So use like hydrant. Use urea first, and depends on your situation. Like I said, diagnose which level of KP you're at from your physician or doctor. Try not to self-diagnose. It's a bad idea. So once doctors diagnose you as severe or not, the urea is really good. When you finish showering, you can also use urea to help with your skin. So apply it on your finger, and then just spread it evenly around the affected areas. And it's always good to layer it. What I meant by layering means that you put one layer generously across, and then another layer across again. And it's best to use urea in the day and night. Actually, some people said that they can use like hydrogen in the day, but what I did was I didn't use like hydrogen at all. I used urea in the day and urea at night, and it really helped me a lot. So urea cream 20, yeah, it helped me a lot. And once you notice that your skin is getting better and better, exfoliate, but do not exfoliate too hard. Go in a circular motion with your, well, let's just say that this is not the glove, but a cloth, okay? Use a soft cloth, not a silk cloth, but let's say something that's more like a tableclothish or towel, a small towel this size, okay? Take this, go in a circular motion gently with your soap, and you can use certain soaps like Olay Quench. I repeat again, Olay Quench has a few of them. They may not be fragrance free, but you should use the one that is purple in color and says 24 hours of hydration, and you can be very generous with that one as well. Use lukewarm water when you shower. Apply the Olay Quench shower gel to your cloth. Use your cloth and go in a circular motion on affected areas. Gently. Do not go like that, okay? You'll be tempted to do it. Don't. Use only lukewarm water. And when you rinse off the soap, use the cold water. You can use cold, but don't use it until like icy cold, because it's just terrible in the winter. And so basically, what I also used was this Vino cream. It's the one without fragrance free too. Yeah, one thing I do note is that I always use a lot of non-fragrance stuff during my KP periods when I get KP, because it seems to help it recover. So for guys, if you use like Adidas soaps and Axe and all these things, try not to use your deodorants until you're better. Until you recover, then you can use deodorants in minute amounts until you don't see any of it coming back. But until then, what I also did was I also took a cocktail of different supplements. As I mentioned earlier, I took vitamin E. So this from Equate though. You can get it at Walmart. Vitamin E. I also took vitamin A because when I did my research, it said that some people had vitamin A deficiency. So take some vitamin A, and even in primrose oil, which my mom recommended because she said it's good for the skin. I just took it as well. And omega 369, you can get this also. It's basically like fish oil. Helps to improve your skin as well. Because for this video, I felt that it was more to not just the external treatment, but what kind of supplementation, like consumption of vitamins. Because I wanted to attack KP at a massive level, besides the exterior, but also internally of my own body as well. So let's just do a quick recap before we end this video. First things first, when you shower, what you do is to use a cloth or a exfoliating glove. Gently use it in a circular motion around your affected skin areas. But this is when you are using your Olay Quench soap on the glove and on the cloth. Apply it first and then rinse it off. But that's only after you exfoliate your skin. But don't exfoliate too hard, because it might cause the skin to break. And if your skin's inflamed and very severe, you can skip the exfoliating part. Really, skip the exfoliating part. Once you finish your showering, all you're going to do is use your hand. Okay, use your hand, put the Olay, or you can use Dove Nutrient Cream, fragrance free, and put it on your skin as well. And once you finish that, right, once you dry up yourself, you can use your Urea cream, Urea 20 or Urea 10. And of course, if you don't want to use this too much, you can also supplement it with your Cetaphil moisturizing lotion, which is fragrance free as well. These two I felt that come very good hand in hand, and it helped me very much too. One more thing, check out the laundry soap that you use, especially certain laundry detergents that are really, really harsh or filled with fragrances. Avoid them. Say for example Tide or something that has, or I don't know, a brand that's very strong chemical and it has too much fragrance to the point that your skin is irritated by it. Because in winter you wear your jackets, and that jacket has been washed by say a very strong detergent. The detergent, your body heat causes detergent to vaporize, causing your skin to be absorb the vapors of the soap, and your skin gets irritated and your KP can start. So try this during this period of time until your KP recovers. No fragrance, okay, of any soaps or anything. If you need to put perfume, or cologne, put only minimal amounts at non-sensitive areas, and use lukewarm water to shower. Lukewarm. Don't use hot water, because it's just going to be itchy fast for you. And when you finish your shower, just cool yourself off with cold water. It will be a misery to just wash with cold water, but you'll get better. So my fellow KP sufferers, and I hope this video is helpful to you. May work for me, may not work for you. I don't guarantee it because I'm not a physician. But I guarantee you that I've used this on my own skin, and I am now better now, as you can see. It was here, like it was all here, and all here, and now my skin's really recovered, and I can sleep well at night now. So, if you really have more questions, send me questions, and I'll try to have my best to help you. Sorry about saying too much because I tend to do that, I think. So, well, that's all I basically have, and for the KP at this moment, don't try to focus on just the external treatment, aesthetics. Try to think about taking other supplements, and also about focusing on eating vitamins for the skin, and I hope you get better. For you KP sufferers out there, because I'm with you in this, and this is our struggle. People who don't have KP will not understand, because they have not had KP. We have KP. But it doesn't mean we cannot fight it. Good luck, guys. Peace out.